Hey y'all, it is me, Stop, Drop, and Roll On, and I'm coming in kind of quick. I hope it's quick anyway. Um, but first off, I'm gonna share my T-shirt with y'all. I used to wouldn't like share stuff because sometimes like I look at other people on YouTube and then I find out that it's kind of scary because we have stuff in common. But there's this one lady that I'm subscribed to. Her name is Sandy, and I don't think she looks at my channel, and that's fine. Everybody that I'm subscribed to don't subscribe to me, and I don't even have a problem with that. But I do comment on her videos because she I don't know, it's just something about her that is just like straight up down to earth, and I just enjoy looking at her videos. I'll just put it like that. But I will say that I have like been watching them and I kind of figured out we have like a lot of stuff in common. Not a lot. I won't say a lot, but I will say at least two things that to me I don't know how that equates out to be a lot, but hey. But I'll say three. She just had, her birthday and she was just like me, said she takes a whole month, and I was like, another thing. She loves clocks. If you ever come to my house, you will know I love clocks. I don't know what it is, and the more unusual they are, the more I'm like kind of And I didn't even like intentionally do this, like start collecting clocks and stuff. It just kind of happened on a organic way. Okay. The other thing is t-shirts. She loves t-shirts. Y'all know if you've been on this channel and even on my old channel, I have t-shirts. Whenever I travel, I always make it my business to, like get a t-shirt or something like that where I'm at, whether it's in the airport or at a specialty shop or something. Something to kind of remind me that I went somewhere. And then the other thing is to I just said leave it at it's a reminder. But this t-shirt I actually found in Walgreens several years ago. When I bought this t-shirt, it was like it was tight, but I was determined I was going to buy it. And this t-shirt says I found Mr. Right. He opens doors. Um he walks on water. He is a prince. All of this stuff. And basically, y'all already know who I'm talking about. And down here at the bottom, it says who I'm talking about. This is like my favorite t-shirt. I liked it when I got it because it's bright pink and loud and all that kind of stuff. I'm not bright pink, but I am, well, can be loud, kind of, sort of. But I just had to share this t-shirt with y'all. Now, the other thing is what I really got on here to talk about is I was in there making my lunch, minding my own business. And I got to thinking about something because there was this particular seasoning at Trader Joe's that I particularly just, I said particularly twice. There is a seasoning at Trader Joe's that I just went kind of like special about, okay? And then all of a sudden, like it always is, not always is, let me not claim that, but sometimes something that happens quite often is when you start liking a particular product, they either discontinue it or other people start liking it, and so every time you go and get it, it's not there. Well, this was the case with this, except for um they stopped, according to one of the people that worked there. They were no longer, because we went and checked, me and Pierre, because he liked the seasoning just as much as I did. And the guy went, he got on the computer, he went through all the steps. Ma'am, and I'm showing y'all my lunch. Okay, this is a salad. I had a smoothie this morning, just so you know. And in my salad is spinach, sunflower seeds. I got some tomato in here. I got half of a fresh apple in here. I had a fig in there. I only got one fig left because I only got enough for like to eat one every day this week. And I'm trying to find uh the other thing in here. Y'all, I pickled some beets last week. I had some beet tops because I was making some juice. I cannot eat beets straight through anymore. I mean, without either being pickled or something like that. When I eat them fresh, they are painful for me. And I know that sounds crazy, but not really. I mean, it does sound crazy, but that's the truth. This is one of the beets I pickled. And I really didn't add any sugar to it. They just have like a very, very, very slight hint of sweet because I put stevia in my stuff. And y'all, these beets are on point. They don't hurt my stomach. And I have almost emptied the jar. So I will be pickling some more beets. I also fermented some carrots. Y'all thought I was playing when I talked to y'all about these intentions. I ain't going to eat this on, but it just makes me want to just, but I'm not going to do it. But I did simulate it. But I did want to show you my lunch. Will I be able to eat all this? But it don't stop me from doing stuff like that. Anywho, I'm having that, and I'm having some green tea. Chilled green tea. All right, now back to my original statements. We went in there several times looking for the seasoning. And after that, like, fourth excursion, which we happened to be in the area, we wasn't driving over there specifically for that. But this last time we went over there, I went because I was going to go get some toothpaste because Trader Joe's has a toothpaste that I actually do like, and it's a natural toothpaste. And so, that one I really, really like it. It has good flavor and everything seems to be doing all right for my little teeth. Anywho, the guy, while I was in there, I said, oh, hold out hope. And I'm talking, y'all, this is over the period of a 2-year. I'm not talking about 6 months or 3 months or a couple of weeks. I'm talking about 2 years. And so, the time before last, we went in there. I asked the fella, I was like, you all had a seasoning here, and for some reason, I'm just trying to find out, am I wasting my time coming in here expecting it to be on the shelf because it doesn't even look like it's a little label thing on the shelf for it anymore or anything like that. And I could kind of tell he didn't know what I was talking about, but I didn't care. I just wanted to ask the question and I wanted an answer. So he went back and he said he looked in the computer and everything, and he said he saw some notation that they just, weren't going to be carrying the seasoning anymore. And I was just like, wah, 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 and I actually made the sound when I was in the store. And Pierre was like, he was taken aback because I do stuff. And Pierre, he already know anything can happen when you dealing with me. And so the guy looked and he busted out laughing. He said, well, that's kind of a good attitude because at least, I said, yeah, at least I didn't like run down the aisles and just push all the seasonings off the shelves and stuff and then just start screaming and going like this to the sky. And he said, exactly. I said, no, I don't act like that, although I have envisioned that in my brain, but I'm not going to act it out. So we all stood there and laughed, and I just told him thank you for his time. Last weekend, Pierre and I went because it was time for me to go on my toothpaste trek. I usually try to buy enough of that at a time because Trader Joe's isn't really far from us, but it ain't around the corner. We ain't rolling out the bed and we in the checkout line. We had to drive a minute. So we were out that way, and I just told him, I said, well, while we out here, this is on the list. Can we going down here and get this? And he was like, yeah. And we just walked, and I got the stuff that I wanted. And Pierre was looking for something in particular, and I helped him find what he was looking for. And then we were getting ready to leave, and he said, let's just go over here and look at the seasonings. And I was like, why? And, just acting a pure D monkey, okay? And he's just like, well, let's just go look. And I was like, okay. And the deal is that every time I would, before I look, I would go over there with this expectation, like, it's going to be over there. And then it would be like, And so when we went over there, I was looking and I said, well, one thing about it, I had kind of morphed over to this other seasoning that they have called Everyday Seasoning. And it seemed to be, like a kind of little utilitarian seasoning that you can kind of put on everything. I mean, you could shake it on your eyelashes and, snack on them if you're giving over to that type of thing. It just kind of goes on everything. And I just looked and I was like, well, I guess I'll get that. And he said, well, yeah, come on, let's go in and we'll get on out of here. We went over there, y'all. My seasoning was on the shelf. After that rascal had told me they weren't going to have it. And Pierre said, the reason why I had you come over here is because I had a feeling when that guy said that maybe he just didn't know what he was talking about. And I said, why didn't I just took him at his word? And he said, and I just had a feeling when we came over here, this stuff was going to be on the shelf. And he stood up there with the biggest just smiled like from ear to ear, like he had, found like a big old hunk of gold and he was getting ready to present it to me like this. And I was like, man. And I just looked at him and I was like, oh, Pierre, I called his name, and he was just like, I knew it. And I was just like, I'm like, I ain't gonna act like, I ain't gonna be greedy. But I did get 6 bottles of it. And I left some there for other customers and consumers. I really did. But I did get 6 bottles of this. And today when I was in there making this salad, because I did put some of this on my salad. Because this right here, as people say, this is my seasoning, boo. And I was just like, you know what, God? This ain't nothing but one of them testaments about not looking to men, not thinking about, what somebody has said to you, believing, beyond hope and beyond what you can see. Because all I saw was the little UPC code holder thing on the front of the shelf was gone, and it just wasn't no more of this to be found. And then here come another human just like me, man, telling me that we didn't get no more of that. And I was just like, well, did they stop making the stuff over? Did the trees or whatever this stuff came off of stop growing? And I was just, when I was in there, just thinking about how quickly we are to give up. And I'm saying we, I'm talking about myself. And how all it takes is one other person hooking up with you, whether you know it or not, because Pierre was my other person, because every time we went in there, I had the expectation that it was going to be there, and then I'm the one that gave up, but he didn't give up. And so he was just like, let's just keep on checking. Let's just keep on checking. And so I was just like, I had a lesson. I got a lesson, y'all, out of a seasoning. Like, don't give up on something that you're praying about. Don't give up on your health journey. You might fall off. You might go and you might look at yourself and just not see what you expected to be seeing at this point in time. It don't mean it's not going to manifest. You just keep on doing what you're doing. If we hadn't been going back to Trader Joe's, and if Pierre hadn't said, let's go over here and look with his expectation and his expectors, I would have missed out. I would have not known that this product was back on the shelf, and I wouldn't been able to partake of it, period, today in my salad. End of the lesson. You get the message. Anyway, the other thing that I have to say is, I bought this. Y'all, this stuff is pretty good. This is the dressing that's on my salad. This is Trader Joe's olive oil lemon juice dressing. And basically, it says 100% Greek. Okay, then all it is extra virgin olive oil and lemon juice concentrate. Now for me, and it's a product of Greece. Now for me, personally, I would like just a little tiny bit more lemon juice in it. So either squeeze some fresh lemon juice on your, additional, which is what I did because I want that, I want to taste it. And so, but for the most part, this has a pretty good mild lemon flavor. So you can do this at your house, but I'm just saying. Y'all, I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to eat my spinach salad with apple, pickled beets, and sunflower seeds, and this dressing, and my South African smoked flavor, and drink my glass of green tea. Don't give up. Keep on moving forward. Regardless to what you see, it will manifest if you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. You keep yourself excited and you continue to expect. You just look up and one day it'll be sitting there. Y'all have a good one. Toodles.